Hope. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 310 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and I would like to welcome you to a very short but special episode of the Shower Diaries, a mini-series of the Shower Podcast where you get the chance to go and see behind the curtain, understanding a bit more about the production of the Shower Podcast and getting to know me a bit better. If you end up liking this episode, remember that liking and subscribing really mean a lot for me. They're just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much for considering it. So I will keep it very short, actually, because I'm in the middle of producing all the episodes that will be coming in the following weeks, actually. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go and listen to episode 307, the other episode of the Shower Diaries, where I try to give you a bit of an insight on what is coming. But today I would like to focus on something that happened today and yesterday about the election and, let's say, the news of the new mayor of New York, Zoran Mandani. And it's pretty connected to the title of today's episode, Hope. And I would like to talk with you and give you my insight on this feeling, because lately, when it comes to foreign policies and the state of the US as a person that lives in Europe, it was something that I lost a bit. You are able to find several episodes where I was challenged and baffled by some of the positions that the Trump administration is taking, and in general, what brings people to support such a figure. And I'm not here to discuss what is right, what is wrong, and what is there to be supported and what not. It's not the place, and it's not my position to do that. But I believe that we can generally speak about facts and things that are objectively true. And specifically, I would like to focus on two things. First of all, this magic word, hope. I think it's something very important to always have in the back of our minds and remember that it is indeed true that hope is the last thing that will go away in our life, because you never know. And of course, this comes again from the position of somebody that is not really following or looking into these things. It came as a surprise for me, but I'm sure that for the people that were looking into this, they kind of would have expected to see it coming. But nonetheless, it creates a very interesting precedent, and I'm very curious to see what will happen. But again, getting this feeling of hope and seeing how things can actually change and that good news are always around the corner, put a smile on my face and made me realize that as many times as you might have a doubt, and even though it happened already many times in my life where I was doubtful that there was still hope, it actually arrived. So it is really a matter of sticking to what you have, using what you have, and at some point, and the problem is that you don't know, but at some point, things might change. The other interesting bit that follows it's more in line with the Shower Podcast, and as usual, even though these episodes are a bit more different and definitely more improvised, I always try to give you something meaningful. I would like to encourage you to go and listen to many of his debates, or generally speaking, the speech that he gave the night that he won the election. Again, we're not here to talk about his political beliefs, about the things that he wants to do, but I would like to focus on something that is objective, and that is the quality and the excellence that he has in speaking, the confidence with which he speaks, the rhythm that he uses, the choice of words that he has. All those things led you to giving him kind of tying him back to the word that I used before, that is hope. You see that person speaking, you see that person acting, you see that person being there and actually giving you the hope that you, let's say, have in the back of your mind. And I believe that in our small sphere, of course, it's not needed to be at that level of excellence, but by mastering speech, by mastering your way of being overall, the moment that you have to speak with somebody, the moment that you have to be present, if you're able to control these things, and if you're able to give the other person the impression that you are somebody that can be trusted and that you know the things that you're saying, you might be the reason of hope, and you might, let's say, ignite that feeling of hope that the person listening to you might have in the back of their minds. And all of this, time will tell, as it is with this kind of topic. You never know the reality until it happens. Somebody can look very serious. Somebody can look very present, very confident in the things that he's saying. But until you don't see the actions, you will never know. But for sure, if you can choose between being doubtful and just relying on the status quo, or actually doing something about the things that you have in front of you and looking confident, I will always choose the second one. Having said that, that was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. A bit of a filler episode, if I have to be honest. But again, something has to come out. As always, episodes will not be perfect, and that is absolutely fine as long as we reach the final goal of 365 consecutive days of podcasting. If you made it so far, again, thank you very much for listening. Feel free to interact with this content in any way, shape, or form you like. And until the next one, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow.